Governor John Carney's office at Legislative Hall was overflowing Wednesday with supporters of the fight against human trafficking in Delaware as he signed a proclamation recognizing January as Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Those who turned out included members of the legislature, the governor's cabinet, the Human Trafficking Interagency Coordinating Council, and law enforcement leaders from across the state.
We have members of the House and the Senate enough to have, I think, a majority on both sides. Appreciate everybody's support. We got just about every police chief in the whole.
Health and Social Services Secretary Kara Odin Walker noted how important it is to make people aware of human trafficking.
I am also overwhelmed by the presence of everyone in this room because it represents a collective effort and commitment that we all have. And it's hard for any of us to imagine the horror of one human trafficking another for sex or labor. But we know it happens every day in our country and it happens in our state. This is why proclamation events like this are so important that represent all of us coming together, and representing Human Trafficking Awareness Month is so important. We have to expose trafficking. We have to make sure that more people are aware of its presence in our state, in our communities, and be willing to say something.
Unfortunately, we have sort of an epidemic of exploitation of young people. And who are they? They sometimes are perfectly, quote, normal, healthy kids who have been caught up in what we call sextortion or something like that, where they've done a very innocent thing, send a picture to someone they think is little Jimmy up the street, only to find out it's a perpetrator who then sucks them in and exploits them. So over the years, after that child has been exploited, it's really no surprise that as adults, they find themselves still caught up in that lifestyle, in those behaviors, now maybe with a criminal record, now unable to get a job or finish their education if they've been able to stay in school. These are the most vulnerable people.
A number of legislators and other leaders in the room spoke out about human trafficking before Governor Carney added his signature to the proclamation.
So I have a proclamation here to sign, and it says, whereas human trafficking is a modern-day form of slavery that impacts communities throughout the United States and encompasses both sex trafficking and labor trafficking, and whereas Delaware is not immune to human trafficking issues and we have an obligation to end this form of slavery, now therefore we, John Carney Governor, Bethany Hall Long Lieutenant Governor, do hereby declare January 2019 as Human Trafficking Awareness Month in the state of Delaware and urge all our citizens to work together to put an end to this terrible scourge. Signed already by the Lieutenant Governor. And now